we're back, and I know this channel in general is about photography, but there are other things that I'm interested in, and today we're going to discuss one of them. I was able to come up on a great deal, and I'll tell you the story. But first, let me go get it for you. Look what I got. I don't know if you can see it, but Technique 1200 SL. What's this one? SL 2010 turntables. Yes. Ugh. So I've always been into DJing. So like most people in my generation, I'm a huge fan of hip hop. And within hip hop, my favorite pillar, so to speak, is DJing. So we got these two SL 1210s, MK2s. We're gonna take them to a shop in Atlanta, see if we can get them fixed. Let's go. So how did I get these turntables? Let me walk you through the story. So I was sitting at work, minding my own business. I pick up my phone, I go to Facebook Market. First thing I see after I type in DJ equipment is, hey, I'm selling two turntables and a mixer for $150. Did you hear me? $150. That's two Technique 1200 MK2s for $150. There's no way you can beat that. I immediately tried to message him and hunt him down like, look, we can make this thing happen ASAP Rocky, like today. So at Beat Labs, what they can do is they can get rid of RCA cable, get rid of the power cable, and replace it with female RCA and power cable connections. So what that allows you to do is, one, you can get a lot better RCA cables and put them on your turntable, as well as you can have interchangeable power cables. So it makes it a lot easier, and it just makes it a more modern turntable. So let's see if we can go get that done. All right, we're back. It's day two. We're gonna pick up the turntables, see what type of work got done. I know they're gonna come out great. I've done work before, had work done here before. They do an amazing job. Let's go get the turntables. All right, so what exactly was done? Basically, there was some work done on the tone arm to clean that up, get it working good, but primarily what you want is this. So if you can see there, normally in the bottom of turntables, the wire is hardwired in there. Now we have female inputs, as well as for the power adapter, as opposed to having the normal power adapter. We have that one. So those are the two pieces that updated, makes it a lot easier. We're back. We actually got the turntable put in, like right here. It went great. So dropped it off at Beat Labs. Thanks again to Beat Labs for doing some amazing work. As mentioned before, they got rid of the legacy cables, put in gold female RCA jacks, so I can use whatever cables I want to use on those now. They also got rid of the hard button, I don't know the words for it. They also got rid of the original power cable and made it a kind of a female input, so I can attach any power cable to it. Very similar to most modern products. So again, if the cable goes bad, I don't have to take it to the shop. I can just put in a new cable. Makes it way easier. One of the big things is internal grounding. So they went ahead and did the internal grounding, so there's no more need to have a grounding cable coming off your turntable going onto your mixer. All that's taken care of. And then finally did some small checks to make sure that the tone arm's sounding the way it should be. It balances, things like that. Checking the pitch fader to make sure that
If it reads 8%, it'll go to 8%. But all in all, I've tested it. It sounded great. It's spinning, it's working. I have it connected to my mixer now, and everything's good to go. So all in all, the way I worked out a deal was, um, when I saw the person on Facebook, they were selling the two turntables and a mixer for $150. So I went and I purchased those. Um, I took both of the turntables to Beat Lab. For the work that I explained and all the checkups, it was going to be around $200. But then I also needed a deck saver and some other small things. So what we end up doing is kind of an even trade. So if I look at, um, actually, it's like I paid $150 for Technique 1200 or Technique 1210 MK2, and got the modern connections put on it, got it serviced, basically a tune-up, all for 150, and so it was kind of an even-ish exchange for the turntable, so no extra money out of my pocket. Now, what does that do for me? I already had a 1210 MK2, so that's why I wanted a second one. I also have a Pioneer PLX 1000, and so now I'm going to look to sell that. And whatever I can sell that for, I'll be happy. If I can get $300-400 out of it, I'm good for that one. So at that point, I should be good. So I have two turntables that are the same brand, same model, got repairs from the same shop. So that should make sure they're pretty much even. One of the reasons why I wanted to find a second technique was because although the Pioneer PLX 1000 is good, what I noticed is that, when I let my hand up, it kind of eases into. It's not as bad as the Audio Technic, but it's not as good as the Technique. So what I ended up doing was keeping the Pioneer on my weak hand, which is the right hand, and keeping the Technique on the left side. So if I want to do any type of play around with any scratching, I would do it on the left side. If I'm just doing basic mixing or looping, I would have the Pioneer on the right side, and I really wouldn't need to any major performance or having to throw it back on beat. So it made it easier on me. But now I have them both the exact same. Hopefully I can start back following people like DJ TLM or some of the Scratch School or Scratch Academy to start learning how to scratch on both hands, and that's the overall goal. But it was a great day. Very happy with the results. Again, thanks to Beat Lab for pimping my turntable. No, I'm just playing. For servicing the turntable, getting it working good. One other thing I want to do is, you notice something different? So if you go back to some of my older videos, this is the same room. Big difference. I actually went out and bought a Digibee, and I'll put the link in the description. And now I have the Sony A7 III. And then I also have this Rode mic, which I can still use my Zoom, but I'm just doing a Rode mic to make it easier for today. And the fact that this camera does autofocus, so I can move in, and then I can move out. I can go this way. I can go that way. I'm shooting in 4K, so everything is crisp. I don't have an aperture light, which is kind of the what I would say is the YouTube standard. But I got a Digibee, and that Digibee is rendering some pretty decent light. To be honest with you, I'll probably turn the light down a little bit. It's balanced enough so now the ambient light on the desktop that I've always had that you can never see, I feel like you can see a little bit of it now. I can shoot it with a shallow depth of field because it's doing autofocus. So before my videos, I had to shoot at like a f8 so that I can make sure I can move around. Now it's probably shooting around a f2.8 because the speakers that are sitting behind me are thrown out of focus, which is exactly what I always wanted. So just a little us trying to work on producing better content, producing better quality, and it's so a small step. So I think we're in a good place now. We got mics, we got lights, we'll fix up the background a little more. I want to see if I can get some art in this area. And next I'll have to figure out how to get my template. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scoot this way. So we're coming to the end of the video, and I want you to subscribe by clicking here, and maybe check out this video here. That'd be great. Thanks for joining. Again, subscribe right there. Extra videos right here. Hang out with us. Watch us grow. We're gonna keep giving you more and better content. Again, the channel is not limited to photography. We're gonna talk about DJ equipment. We're gonna talk about fatherhood. We're gonna talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And we're trying some new things. Let's see if we can keep the videos a little shorter. Maybe get out this room some and have it more of a vlog style. But we're going to see what we can pull together. Thanks again for watching. Again, if you like it, comment. Have you been on the market for a turntable? I mean, if you have any questions, let me know. I've been up to the point where I've been through the Audio Technicas. I've been through Pioneer and Techniques. I can tell you the difference between all of them with my personal experience. Which ones are probably better for just listening to records, and which ones are probably better if you want to actually do some heavy scratching. What would be the easiest? But yeah, leave some comments and let's discuss. All right, thanks everyone. Again, subscribe, watch another video. Ow.